And today, me and my mom will be having a holiday baking cook-off cookies. Making cookies against each other, competition. My dad's good judge. That didn't make much sense, but that's okay. I don't know why I had to be so extra, like saying all that, but I guess you've gotten to know me by now. And I made mom put on antlers. So in the comments below, at the end, say if you're team reindeer or team Santa. And with that, we'll get on to the video. And the first thing I'm gonna do is put the cake mix in the bowl with the butter, the eggs, and the oil and mix together. So I'll show you that in a second.
This is Mike. He'll be our tough but lovable judge this evening. He's very excited to be judging this competition for the first time. He's a husband to one, parent to two, and enjoys golfing, sleeping, and eating cookies and drinking coffee. This is our first contestant, Vanessa. She's been doing this recipe for years, but will that be enough to win tonight's competition? She's a wife to one, parent to two, and enjoys eating, reading, writing, and long walks on the beach. This is Jade. She's our second contestant. She's a little bit of a mess in the kitchen, but she loves baking. She doesn't always read the directions right. Will that mess her up? We'll see. She enjoys singing, dancing, and all that jazz.
I am making wreath cookies, and I make these just about every year. They're my favorite. So what you need for wreath cookies is 30 marshmallows, half a stick of butter, 6 cups of corn flakes, so a little bit of vanilla, and a little bit of green food coloring.
Team Santa!
I'm being cut off here. And then at the end you put little red hats on them to look like holly berries. So at the end, I'll show you what they look like.
I'm gonna put the oil in. So I got vegetable oil, and hey, I did that really well. And dump it in and mix together. Then I decided to do it like in the mixer because I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do it. Just kidding. It's like kind of hard to do without the mixer because the butter is like not completely liquid. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding in the green food coloring. I'm gonna keep mixing it until it's ready. I'm using gel food coloring, by the way.
Okay, so I'm starting to melt my butter now. See if you can see it melting. I'm about to throw in, what did I say, 30 marshmallows. That's the fun part. And hopefully there'll be some left to eat too. Okay, I threw the marshmallows in, and now I am stirring them up. They're getting nice and melty. I'll show you. They're starting to melt a little bit. Once these are all melted, I'm going to turn the heat off and put in my vanilla and the food coloring.
A good color that I like already, and then I'm going to put in the powdered sugar and the cornstarch and put the dough into little balls and put them on parchment paper and stick them on the pan and put them in the oven. And now I'm going to dump in half a cup of cornstarch. So we need, so just go pour it in. Oops. Actually, I'm gonna go use the electric one.
So I put in some green food coloring, but you need this really dark green, so I put in some more. Because it's too light, you gotta have lots of food coloring in there.
To dump the powdered sugar and stuff in, and I was supposed to like roll it in it. So now it's just gonna be extra thick. I don't know, but it's fine. That's baking with Jade. It'll still taste good. They're cookies. So I'm gonna roll it in them because I did it wrong.
Oh, she loves baking, but sometimes she doesn't always read through the recipe before she starts, and she starts dumping all this stuff together that doesn't Really isn't supposed to be dumped together. Okay, so I have all of the food coloring and vanilla mixed in, and it's nice and melted and ready for me to put in the cornflakes. And I measured them out, and it's actually 5 cups. I think I said 6 cups, but it's 5 cups of cornflakes. So I'm gonna just dump those right in. You have to mix it really good so that every cornflake is covered with green. No cornflake color showing, because that makes an ugly wreath. So I'm going to mix it up super good, and then I'll be putting them on some plastic wrap. Okay, so I'm stirring and stirring and stirring until my arm comes off. That's how much you gotta stir this stuff to make it really green. It's hard. Somehow, all the green didn't cover the flakes. See, it's a little a mix of green and a mix of cornflake color, so didn't cover as much as I normally do. So that's okay. They're still going to taste really good. In fact, they do taste good because I've already had some. I've been sampling.
You said that they would be ugly if you didn't.
They're a little bit ugly, but you know, ugly still tastes good.
My mom said, oh yeah, they'll look so ugly if you don't get them all covered in green. And then, like 5 minutes later, probably not even 5, she's mixing it up and she's like, oh, it's fine. They're not all covered, but it's okay. I mean, that's contradicting yourself if I've ever heard it.
You have to mix it really good so that every cornflake is covered with green. No cornflake color showing, because that makes it ugly.
Them and putting them in the powdered sugar mixture and then on the baking sheet. I'm not sure how big they're supposed to be, so I'm just gonna wing it. Maybe like this big. Be quite small. Actually, mine are probably a little bigger than, I don't know. They're this size, and then I'm gonna put them in here, and I don't really know how to do it because I didn't watch a video. I just like looked at the recipe, and then I'm putting them in here. Then I'm sticking them on here, and I'm doing 6 on each sheet because it says it can make 20. I mean, not 6. I'm making 12 on each sheet because it says it can make 24 cookies. So I'm hoping.
Okay, something that you must do when making these cookies, because you use your fingers to roll them out, is get lots of butter on your fingers. Otherwise it's a sticky mess, and it will stick to your fingers like crazy. So that's a good tip for making these cookies. And now I'm about to do it. Okay, I'm ready to put the red hot candies on. Here are the wreath cookies. I just kind of shaped them into little wreaths. And so I have a helper here. Say hi.
Hi, it's me, Violet. It's Violet. I'm
Violet,
going to be helper for Mom.
Okay, so we've got some red hot candies, and what we need to do is put those on the cookies.
More than I thought I'd be able to, because I think 5, 10, 15, 30, I'm going to be able to make 30 cookies because we had extra dough, and I tasted the dough. It tastes a little weird because of the cornstarch, but I'm sure it'll probably bake off. So I'm going to put them in the oven now. You can see there's 2 sheets. I tried to film it, but the camera wasn't on, but it's fine. And then I'm going to set the timer for 8 minutes to see how they are and then check again. Baking my cookies, sticking them in the oven, and my mom, hers don't even need to be baked. I mean, I'm pretty sure I said this was a bake-off. So, if this is a bake-off, why aren't hers being baked? I mean, does this even count? Timer. And then 8, 0, 0, start.
Those.
Oop, okay.
Damn. Look.
Yep. Violet got one on. I'm putting some on.
Is that your
So
side?
these are supposed to look like holly berries.
What?
Hey Dad, can I take a video of you?
And they'll kind of stick into the marshmallow there. So they look pretty and they taste yummy. Well, they do look a little green and yellow, kind of like I was talking about, but you know, they're John Deere
can you
Christmas
put
wreath
one
cookies.
on for me?
That's what they are.
Can you put them one on me?
Okay, they are done now. I'm going to show you what they look like. Alright, these are still in the parchment paper here. And then I've put just a few on a plate. You can see I shaped them into wreaths and put the holly berries on. And I think they turned out pretty nice. Okay, mine are all done and Jade's are still in the oven. Mine don't take very long.
Yours aren't baking.
They're cooked on the stove.
Out of the oven now because they are baked. They look really good, and I'm really excited because I've never made these before, but I think they turned out pretty well. You probably can't see me, but you can see my one.
Making Grinch cookies before. She just looked it up, printed it off, and voila, she's trying it for the first time on camera.
What makes them Grinch cookies is they all have a little heart on them. How I'm going to do that is it's really easy. 2 dots, one there, and one there. And then I'm going to drag it with the toothpick. I'm going to do the other ones. So I'll be back when that's done.
What do I got here?
This is a Grinch cookie.
Is this the world famous Louisiana Grinch cookie? I love those. Good texture. Light on the palate. Actually, it's pretty good. But I don't know. I don't know that my heart's really into this one. Out of 1 to 10, I would give this an 8. Not bad. Pretty good for not reading the instructions. Option 2 looks like a wreath cookie that I've had a few times in my life. Take a look at that. Got the nice little red hot on the top there. Or as Duff would do. Kind of a nice chewy, crunchy texture. Vanilla. Rice Krispie. Nice. On a 1 to 10, I'm going to go with a 9.5. Good stuff.
We will now give the judge a moment to deliberate.
Heartfelt deliberation with a lot of thought and processing and anguish. The winner of the first annual Carol Cookie Cook-Off, Bake-Off, is Vanessa!
I'm proud of you. Oh my word!
Congratulations.
Thank you. You have won the ornament pepper shaker with
Wow.
accompanying salt shaker.
Wow, congratulations.
Woo! All right.
Fantastic.
I can't believe I won. My wreath cookies won. My ugly wreath cookies won.
Should have read those directions. I thought I read them and I did it wrong. Grr. I thought I had it. Next time I have to read and then read it again and then read it a third time. I messed up the recipe and it screwed me over. Video, I had a fun time making it and it took a long time to edit, so I didn't have a fun time doing that, but hope you enjoyed. Give this video a big thumbs up. Happy Vlogmas Day 8, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye!